Hello everyone, today is Friday the 26th of September and I'm moving out to uni on the 4th of October. So this means that I have exactly 1 week before I move out. All of my hometown friends who are going to uni this year have already moved out, but I met up with one to study together in the pub because we both have or had a lot of preparatory work. I thought it would be quite odd to study in the pub, but it was actually quite relaxing and we had refillable hot drinks, which is always a plus. Today I'm going to do the obligatory pre-uni Ikea trip with my family just to get some last bits. So let's go.
Salmon fillets.
Texture, yeah. So sideways from and then crust.
Frickig. Frick. Oh, ew.
Yeah.
These are so nice. I don't know. Insulation sheep. They have the bod. And also ducks. For the bathroom section.
Oh wow, that was very quick. Looks good actually.
Yeah. Want a spoon?
No, not really.
Oh, that's so cute.
Actually, yeah, maybe.
Okay,
It looks
let me
good.
try it first.
Give this piece of space. I'm just going to.
Yeah, sure.
It just tastes like frozen strawberry. Wait, try it. I swear this
Okay.
is just frozen strawberry.
Oh, that's good.
That's really okay.
Should we get a second?
Do you want?
No. Okay, I'm gonna end now.
Yeah. Thanks. I love vegan food.
So you get the chapel, you get the fruit.
The maca.
The macaques, yeah. Are those macaques in Gibraltar?
Oh right, okay.
People release their pets and then they go wild. Oh my goodness. Good morning everyone. It is Tuesday the 30th of September. Yesterday I finished this book, Nutshell by Ian McEwan, which I found very interesting, so I thought I'd talk about it. I've read a couple of Ian McEwan's other works, being Lessons and On Chesil Beach. Both of those, they have different timelines that they go in between, whereas this one was very compact, as the name suggests. It is in a nutshell, and it goes over a few days, and it is narrated by a fetus that's been gestated for 9 months, and it has developed full consciousness of an adult, a grown adult, which Ian McEwan is. I still use the same flowery language of his other works, which I thought was quite funny, and it also plays with the idea of, as a philosophy student I loved, of innate knowledge, of being born with knowledge as opposed to being born a tabula rasa, which would be being born without any knowledge. And it kind of exaggerates the fact that he presumably thinks that people do have innate knowledge. The social political commentary that Ian McEwan includes in his books. In his other works, I think that it affects the plot, especially in Lessons. But in this one, I feel like he's trying to get too many current affairs into it, so it kind of stifles the actual plot line. But I also understand that it's only over a few days, I think, so it would be difficult to embed his writing style perhaps inside such a short book. But the pacing is generally fine, and I like that it's a bit more silly than his other works, than the other ones that I've read at least. Speaking of books, I thought that I would talk about which books I'm bringing to uni for fun. The first of which is Decline and Fall by Evelyn Waugh, and this actually has a sequel, which is Vile Bodies, which I've already read because I didn't realise that they were part of a series, and I just liked the title Vile Bodies, so I read it first. But I think that was rather fortuitous because Decline and Fall follows, I believe it follows, a theology student at Oxford for at least some part of the book. And I am going to be a theology student at Cambridge, so I thought that it would be fun if I read this while I was there. I've read other works by Evelyn Waugh, and I enjoy how he satirises like high British society and also the experience of going to Oxford because he went there. In some ways it made me want to apply because it made it seem so silly and not that serious, whereas I know that it seems quite scary to go there. I'm also going to bring The Idiot by Elif Batuman. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And I have read this. I read it a few years ago, like Vile Bodies, and it's about Selin, who is a linguist who goes to Harvard, and she's terribly socially awkward and terribly smart. I do not hope to channel the social awkwardness, but I really enjoy her wit, and I also think that the observations she makes in the book are really insightful, and I do hope to channel that. I don't want to be overly ambitious with how many books I'm bringing, so perhaps I already am being overly ambitious, but the last book that I'm going to bring is Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, which I have gotten this far through in my copy. The writer of this book is an abhorrent person, but it's odd how much you care about him. The way that Dostoevsky writes is really visceral, and it makes me feel viscerally uncomfortable reading about how he feels and what he's doing, and the pacing is like very slow, So it also makes it painstaking to go through, which is probably why I haven't finished it, because I quite like using reading as an escapism, and I don't particularly enjoy reading about someone who is in pain. I think another reason why you also pity the narrator is because his depression and like emotional detachment after what he's done makes him segregate himself even further from society, which is fascinating, and I hope I can see what happens in this. Anyways, I feel like this book has a lot to say, so I am going to bring it with me and hopefully finish. The plan for today is to go with my brother and my parents in the car to Oxford, because he studies at Oxford University, even though Cambridge is better. So let's go. Wrap required.
We got the goods. We got the
Yeah, I love you, Najaz. Sponsor me. I'm making use of candles while I'm still allowed to have them. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my last day before leaving, and I'm equally excited and nervous, and I've just seen that the forecast for tomorrow is suggesting that there will be rain, which I'm nervous about, to say the least. Today I finished packing, and now I'm going to write goodbye letters to my parents and my brother to say thank you for being there for me for the last 18 years of life, and because I'm going to be moving on to a new chapter now.